In this Cincy Weekend feature, we're visiting the Cincinnati Observatory, also known as the birthplace of American astronomy, which houses one of the oldest working telescopes in the world and was the first public observatory in the Western Hemisphere. Hi, I'm Jeff Williamson, Cincinnati real estate agent. Each month, I'll take you to a new hidden gem in the Cincinnati area. My goal, show off this great city and give you more reasons to be proud to call the Queen City home. Now let's discover what the Cincinnati Observatory has to offer.
There's so many instances where people put their eye up to the telescope and their faces literally light up. I mean, you can see them, like their whole demeanor changes as that light comes to them through the telescope. It's this real intimate moment. That's what I really love, is to see those reactions. My name is Dean Regas. I'm the astronomer at the Cincinnati Observatory. I've been here on staff for 21 years. The first time I looked through a telescope, I was an adult, so I didn't get to see it as a kid and look through a big telescope like this. But I was able to see the craters of the moon, the rings of Saturn, and moons of Jupiter. Those three things just like captured my attention, and I fell in love. The Cincinnati Observatory has been around in existence since the 1840s, and so it's one of the oldest scientific organizations in the country. And it's such a cool thing to have this telescope in this city. There's so much history wrapped around this place. And I'm talking to you from the top of Mount Lookout. This is a part of Cincinnati. It's named because of this area and this observatory. So just being a part of that tradition, that 176-year tradition, is really amazing. Right behind me is a telescope built in 1904, so that's the newer one. The older one was built in 1845, but this one is by far the bigger of the two. It has this 16-inch diameter lens way up at the top. That gathers all the light. The tube's 22 feet long and weighs over 1,000 pounds. But everything in here works by hand. There's no electricity. Everything moves very easily, and we let people move things around too when they come. Our biggest expansion in the last year has been online programming, so we have online programs for kids and adults. But then to come visit the observatory, we're open daytimes, where you can make appointments to get a little bit of a history behind the observatory and see the telescopes. And then we have our nighttime programs that are ramping up more and more. I also donated 10 telescopes to the Cincinnati libraries. These are things that patrons can check out. Any card holder can check out a telescope just like they check out a book. And we hope that excites a passion in it. Maybe people will join the clubs, maybe they'll get their own telescopes, and for some students, maybe they'll pursue a career in science. A lot of people have never seen through a telescope. A lot of people have never visited here before, and this is such a unique place. There's really not many places like this around in the world. It's like the excitement people have and the wow factor. That's what we hear the most, people just saying, wow, I can't believe this place. And that's what makes my job so great.
The history, the programs, the perspective-shifting experiences you can enjoy at the Cincinnati Observatory are truly out of this world. If you haven't been, there's no better time than now. I'm Jeff Williamson, your local realtor and proud Cincinnati resident. Thanks for joining me on Cincy Weekend.